What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So fall 2014, it's looking to once again be a crazy period in terms of games. The months of October, November, maybe to some extent also December, there's just going to be a lot of games coming out. So what I did yesterday is I made a quick list of the games I will be getting this year. And I thought, you know, why not talk about it? Because like I said, there is so many games coming out that it's really hard for me to decide which ones I'm actually going to be getting, which ones I'll maybe get, which games I'll not, I'll totally not get probably at all. So yeah, I just thought, you know, why not go over the list. Now so like I said, I have like 3 categories: must-haves, maybes, and games I won't be getting, most likely at least. So in my games that I won't be getting list, I've got Evolve, Drive Club, Alien Isolation, and Hotline Miami 2. Evolve out of those games is probably the game that I still have the most doubts about, because it actually does look pretty cool in my eyes. Drive Club, you know, I'm just not really a fan of racing games myself. Alien Isolation, I have nothing with that, those films or something, so at the same time, you know, the games can't really bother me either. And Hotline Miami 2, although I did play the original Hotline Miami, I didn't like it as much as many other people did. Sure, I still thought it was a good game, I enjoyed it, but I'm really not looking forward that much to a sequel. So in my maybe list, I'm gonna start off with the 2 big shooters of this year. Both Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Battlefield Hardline are in the list, and where I normally would get at least one of the 2 each year, this time I just decided that, yeah, I mean, I'm not really looking forward that much to any of the 2. Although I'm a big fan of Battlefield Hardline doesn't really seem to attract me that much. I like the beta, but it was just more of the same. It was more of Battlefield 4, in my eyes at least, with a kind of different theme. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, although the game actually looks much better than any of the previous Call of Duty games, that whole franchise has just not really interested me at all, to be honest, in the past few years. So I'm probably going to get the next one that's coming out, next year, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or whatever that's going to be, because yeah, you know, zombie modes, and zombie mode I'm a huge fan of, and I like, you know, the single players that Treyarch makes. And all in all, you know, I'm still quite a big fan of the first Black Ops, so I hope they can kind of like replicate that experience, and then I'll be very happy with that game probably. Another game is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, because I'm actually a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but and though many people are actually looking forward to this game, say it's going to be amazing, I still have this gut feeling that it's actually not going to be as good as many people say it's going to be. I am still going to wait for the reviews that are going to be coming out, but like I said, that gut feeling of mine says that this game is probably going to get a 7 to an 8 or something, and then because there's so many other games still coming out, I'm going to forget it, ultimately not going to end up playing it, because I'm still going to be too busy with all these other games, and then it's going to be 2015 already, and there's going to be even more games coming out. So yeah, I really don't think I'll actually be getting Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, even though the game so far looks pretty good. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, who knows, right? It's in my maybe list. 2 other games that are in there are The Last of Us Remastered and GTA 5 HD, pretty much for the reasons that I just already played those games, and I decided it would be pretty much a waste of money to spend another 60 euros on those games when I already played them. You know, I can still put my PS3 on, actually play those games on there, so why would I get these HD remakes on my PS4? Because let's be honest, 60 FPS and better graphics, better textures or whatever, it's just not going to do it for me. The same thing was with Tomb Raider. The only reason I bought Tomb Raider the Definitive Edition was for the fact I didn't play it yet on the PS3. If I had played it on there, I wouldn't have gotten it, for example. The last game that is on my maybe list, though I do think I'll probably be getting it, is Infamous First Light. It's of course a standalone DLC/expansion to Infamous. And the reason I'm probably going to be getting it is because the price tag is just not going to be as high. It's probably only going to be 10, 15, 20 euros or something like that. I'm a big fan of Infamous. My only complaint was that there wasn't enough content, that there wasn't enough to play. So First Light is going to be a very welcome addition, and I'll be sure probably to play it. So then finally we go to my must-have list, the games that I will be getting, I will be playing at the end of this year. Let's kick things off with Destiny. The beta actually quite impressed me. I thought it was very fun. And the thing with Destiny is just that I know that I have a few friends who are going to be getting it as well, and it's just going to be awesome to play it with them, you know, to experience that whole game together, play it in co-op. and just do all the quests and the story mode, you know, and whatever you can do, just do it all together. That's going to be great about it. Destiny, I'll be sure to get. Far Cry 4 is on the list, was my best game of E3 2014. I was hugely impressed by the game. I loved Far Cry 3, and especially the setting of the Himalayas, Nepal, those kinds of, you know, places. I absolutely can't wait for Far Cry 4. Gonna be amazing for sure. Little Big Planet 3 is on the list. Now, I was happily surprised with that announcement at this year's E3. I was a pretty big fan of the first two games that I played quite extensively on the PlayStation 3. Yeah, I can't wait to play that game, you know, with my little brothers, for example. Playing a platform like that is just going to be a lot of fun. And then there's two more games on the list. The first one is Assassin's Creed Unity, mainly because AC4 surprised me so much. I know you can play this game in co-op, so I know that I'll also be playing it with a few of my friends, you know. That's going to be great about it. The thing that makes me so excited for AC Unity is that I've been looking forward to a real next-gen Assassin's Creed for such a long time, and this game surely looks to make great use of the new hardware with, you know, more people in one place at the same time, a fully revised combat system and parkour system. Yeah, I'm going to be getting it for sure. I hope AC Unity is going to be a big improvement from all the previous games, and then I also hope that the setting of Paris and the story will actually surprise me. And then last but not least, the final game that I will be getting for sure this year is Dragon Age Inquisition. I was a huge fan of the first two Dragon Age games on my PlayStation 3, played those for a couple of hundreds of hours for sure, and Dragon Age Inquisition, you know, it looks amazing once again. The graphics are so good. I know that, you know, Dragon Age 2 disappointed me a little bit. I know this game is not going to do that. They've had like 3 to 4 years of development time. I just hope that this game can outdo the first one, and then still probably be a mix of the first two games, because I did really like the combat system in the second game. The thing with Dragon Age is that I think it's going to be a game that is going to be both good for the real hardcore RPG players, but then also people who are maybe newcomers to that genre, because, you know, you can kind of like mix it up. You can decide for yourself how you want to play it, as more of an action game, as more of a hardcore RPG with, you know, very extensive tactics and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, this game I'll be getting for sure. I can't wait for it. And then out of these must-have games, I'm probably going to be making a video next week about what my most anticipated one of those games is. But for now, what I would like to know from you is, which games are you going to be getting this year? Do you agree that fall 2014 is looking to be absolutely incredible and just insane? I don't think the quality of these games is necessarily super high if you compare it to, say, you know, releases of an next Uncharted or something. It's nothing like that, but still, there's just a lot of those games that are at like the level of 9 out of 10 or something, right? So yeah, I mean, I still think it's going to be quite crazy. I'm still going to be making my decisions on which games I will actually be getting out of all of those, especially in this maybe category of mine. So of course, let me know, which games are you looking forward to the most? Will you be getting for sure this year? And then for now, I'd like to thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.